Welcome to the Hidden Homestead. My name is David, and today we're going to go through how I load out my TSA approved IFAK and Minimalist survival kit. So in most places it's springtime, not, yeah?
Hey, hi, did you mention the thing?
What thing?
Oh, come on, man. You know the thing. The subscribers. The subscriber thing.
Oh, I didn't. I can.
Yeah, you should do it. You do it right now.
Okay. So I just looked at my analytics, and I've seen that 96.9% of the views on the channel are coming from people that aren't subscribed. If this is the first time you are visiting the channel, please, if you like the video, if you like what you see so far, consider subscribing to the channel. If you visited the channel before and you've not subscribed yet, just do it. Just do it. I'm just over 10,000 subscribers, and I have a goal for myself that I would like to achieve for this year, and that is to reach 50,000 subscribers. That goal can only be achieved if you, the viewer, go and subscribe. Just hit that subscribe button and then the little bell icon so you get notifications on whenever we put out new and cool videos. Starting to do more preparedness videos. We do some workshop stuff. We build things. I sit around and drink whiskey and tell you what I think about it. So consider subscribing to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. So anyway, as I was saying, it is springtime in most places. Not here though. We're kind of going through just a mini blizzard. It's not accumulated very much, but it's cold, it's windy, and it's snowing outside. I was originally going to do the truck loadout video, how we load the vehicle out for when we go on road trips, or how I load the vehicle out on kind of an everyday driving situation. But I'm not doing that. It's cold out there. So we're going to keep it to a travel video though, with this TSA approved travel kit, survival kit, IFAK thing going on. Now, if you watched the last video, my trauma kit, you can watch it right here. You probably saw this thing. This is called, again, the Eagle Response Active Shooter Sling or something. I got it from T-Rex Arms. I'm not sponsored by T-Rex Arms. I'm not sponsored by the company that makes these things. I love this sling. Super multi-purpose. You can go super tactical with it, kind of how I have it set up now, or you can just do it as a everyday sling bag. Again, I'm not sponsored by these guys. I'm not trying to sell you this bag, but if you need kind of a, I hate to say a one size fits all, but if you need one bag that can accommodate many different things, this one works out pretty good. It does for me anyway. If you don't think it would work out for you, then so be it. If you have a suggestion, leave it in the comments below. So the first thing I'm going to do for TSA approval, not that it really matters for TSA, but I am going to take this strap off just to make it easier to get it in and out of the plane so it doesn't catch on any armrests or whatever. And I'll get to more of that in a minute. The next thing I'm going to do is undo these gloves and just put them inside. Again, they're not flopping around and doing all that other crazy stuff. So, of course, I can't take ammo. So that's going to get checked into my luggage. I also can't take a multi-tool, or at least this multi-tool. We'll talk more about it later, so I'm going to take that out. These glow sticks, technically, I can have them, but because it's a liquid, they have to be in plastic bags, so I'm not going to put them in plastic bags. So what I'm left with out front is a tourniquet, a Sharpie, a flashlight, and a headlamp. So far, oh, and a pen and paper and the gloves. So far, totally acceptable for the TSA. Now, open it up inside, and I do have my IFAK. Sorry if that's making a lot of noise on the table. Inside my IFAK, not IFAKT, I do have compact trauma shears. Now, TSA allows scissors shorter than 4 inches from the pivot point. So as long as your trauma shears or scissors are less than 4 inches from the pivot point, these are perfectly okay. I have some basic Band-Aids, nothing crazy. I have an emergency trauma dressing. I have a survival blanket, emergency blanket. I have chest seals, and then just a little, some packing gauze right there. In this section, I have 2 sets of gloves, just some tape. I have a lighter. You can have, I've heard 2 different things. I've heard that you can have up to 1 lighter or up to 2 lighters. So I have 1 lighter. We'll talk a little bit more about it a little later. So I do have a lighter in here. Now what I've done is taken a rubber band and I do this to all my lighters. I wrap it around tight because you want to get it underneath this, the button for the fuel, so that as it's in here, it doesn't get pressed and then you lose all your fuel. So something to keep in mind if you're storing lighters. I also have more packing bandages or packing gauze, packing a wound, and underneath here is some duct tape. I don't remember how much duct tape I actually have, but I do have duct tape. So, again, so far so good. The only thing that I have in here that would concern TSA are these trauma shears, but they are less than 4 inches, so we're good. This is where it gets into the survival section. Now, I've seen a lot of different guys run a full backpack, like a full carry-on backpack for their survival gear, for their setup. I'm, like I said at the beginning, more on the minimalist side. I don't like the big full loadouts. Now I have just a regular carry-on bag that I put this inside. And if I have too much stuff in my carry-on bag, which is, you know, my toiletries or extra underwear and socks, if I have too much stuff and it will not fit under the seat, I can pull this out and then this becomes my personal item and I can just sling it on me. That way, if we go down, then I've got it on me, and when I exit, I've got it. So that's something to consider. I just don't like the big loadout bags because you can't always, on a lot of the planes that I fly on, from small town to small town, the planes are super small. You can't stuff a decent sized bag underneath the seats. So that's something to consider. This stays with me. That way if something happens, it's with me. Right now is a pretty good time to say that this bag is not necessarily for a plane crash. Plane crashes are pretty uncommon in all actuality. This year, you're more likely to be in a train derailment than a plane crash. But seriously, this is not just for inside the plane. This is for inside the terminal. For whatever reason, someone gets in an accident and you're there to help. You know, you need to fix things. Your luggage, your carry-on broke and you need to fix things. That's a lot of what this is for. It's just something good to have, good practice in case something goes bad. If you guys seen a lot of the other videos, you know that I love my Ziploc. So my Ziploc bags inside here are extra batteries, just in case, a compass. I have 2 disposable razors. You're allowed to have these 2 disposable razors, and in a pinch, because you can't have blades, in a pinch you could. Also, I just have some zip ties just to help secure gear or whatever, fix things or whatever. So this little Ziploc bag, goes right in this pouch along with my gloves. I just take them out, I just throw them in there. Now, normally and when we're not traveling in a plane, that Ziploc bag stays like at my nightstand. So then, because this usually stays at the nightstand, when we're getting ready to leave, I just change it out, drop that in there, and I'm ready to go. So the other thing I have is this carabiner full of cool things. I have a, this is about 10 foot of paracord. I've fashioned it into just like one of them cool, almost like the tactical bracelet looking things. Right here is the key to get into my Pelican lockbox for the boom boom stick when we travel, because I got to check it. Now, I took out the multi-tool, but I still have, somebody must be here because the dogs are barking. Not sure if you can hear that. I still have a multi-tool, and this, if I can get it open, this is the Gerber Dime. Pretty cool little tool. It's tiny, it's a keychain, bottle opener. It does have the spring-loaded pliers on it with wire cutters. Let's see, it's got, get it open. Now, I've altered this. I had to alter this. If you get one, they make a travel, the Gerber Dime Travel. This one came with a blade that I actually just filed down, and then now it's just like a little pry bar or a flathead screwdriver. So keep that in mind if you want to get something like this. I mean, it's pretty small, but at least it has a few of the minor things. And like I said, it does have pliers to kind of get in things and fix some of the small stuff. So keep that in mind. On this side, you do have like a small file and the Phillips, a flat, and you also have a small set of scissors. The other thing that this has, I'm not gonna pull it out because it's kind of a pain, to be honest with you, is a set, oh, that came out pretty easy, is a set of tweezers. Just, you know, why not? You might get a splinter on the way to your destination. So I got the Gerber Dime as a small multi-tool. I also have this little multi-tool. It has a couple different like bolt. You can tighten or loosen them up. It has a small like pry, like a bottle opener, and then this can be used as a wedge or a small pry bar. It actually came with this. It is a ferro rod. Now, ferro rods are allowed on planes there. This is where these get a little dicey with TSA agents, from my understanding. It just kind of depends, I think, on how he feels that day. Now, this is small, and the reason I put it on the keychain is because now this makes it easier and I can hold on to it a lot better and grip it. Use this, obviously, and boop, boop, I got a fire. So that's it. The other thing is, not this one in particular, but this one is stainless steel. I always carry a water bottle with me. Then I can fill this up, or I'm already gonna have some water in it. I can boil it. I can start a fire and potentially boil it. So I do have just a regular stainless steel that I travel with. So that's my loadout. Now, as far as being a gray man, now I know if you have to take this out of your bag and sling it over, or just keep it with you or whatever, you know, these lights and this tourniquet, obviously you don't look like a gray man, I guess. Like, you're not very inconspicuous. So there is still room in this pouch to pull these out and put in there. So still room to do that, and it's still kind of low key. It is OD green. They do make, I believe they make a gray, like a wolf gray or something. So that's an option. You could get something like that. It's not as tactical looking, just because of the collar. It's more kind of a commonplace collar. So anyway, that is my kit. That is my TSA approved loadout. Let me know what you think. If you have something else that you travel in, leave it in the comments below. Let me know any suggestions. This just kind of works out for me. I kind of like it. It's small, it's simplistic, it's minimalist, but it can get the job done. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, and again, help me out. I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribed to the channel. Help me hit that goal of 50,000 subscribers for this year. I'd love you forever. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on Patreon. You can check that out as well. That helps out the channel tremendously. And I think that's it. Until next time, take care. This is basically the IFAK, the trauma kit that stays in our bedroom beside me. Basically, if I hear bump in the night, I grab this along with my boom boom stick and I go assess the situation. Fortunately, I've not had to use it. I've not had that situation, but we have had a couple of break-ins in the neighborhood, and so that is possible. So I keep this by my bed. I've gone through it before, but I'll go through it real quick again, just so you can see the difference of how I'm going to load it out. Glow sticks, we won't get into that. I do have a tourniquet right up front, right here. This thing does just kind of sit down in here pretty loose, but I like this bag for this reason right here. The hook on this side and the loop Velcro on this side, it connects perfect and it doesn't go anywhere, so that's really nice. Sharpie, I do have an extra magazine for my little boom boom stick. Headlamp, light, a Gerber, a multi-tool, and some more glow sticks. On the inside of this is the IFAK. We'll get into that in a minute. And then on top is a little flap. I actually keep pen and paper, like a Write in the Rain pen and paper in there. You know, who knows? I might have grabbed it and didn't have my phone. I need to jot down a note to write a license plate down or write down something that a person was wearing, whatever. And then this opens up for extra storage. Now, as I said, this is a multi-purpose bag. So we're going to set it up real quick for TSA approval.